Hey guys, let's talk about the most hated thing as an insurance agent. You know what it is? It is the objection. Okay? We handle objections every day, every presentation. We are handling objections. And that is part of your job as an agent to have rebuttals, know your rebuttals, and overcome those objections with your rebuttals. I just left the house here. I'm on my way home. Sold a $1,000 deal here, and which is what got me thinking about objections. 2 years ago, I had sat with this lady. She remembered me. I remembered her. I remembered her front porch, and I was new 2 years ago. And she had told me that she needs to think about it, and we talked about that today. She needed to think about it, so we get there and we realize that, we've already been through this together with each other, and she needed to think about it. So we kind of had a little laugh, and I asked her, well, did I give you enough time here? Yeah, obviously 2 years is more than enough. But if you're in this business, you know that the I need to think about it objection comes out a lot. It's one we handle all the time, and it's one that I really hate. Because for that exact reason, 2 years ago, she needed to think about it. What happened? I never heard from her. I probably called her. I don't know for sure. I don't remember all my clients. I probably called her a week later and asked her if she was ready to, move forward with this. And, but anyways, here we are 2 years later. She's still thinking about insurance, still filling out leads. And here I am sitting on her porch. Still no coverage, but now she's ready to do something. Okay, so there's a couple ways that we can get over these objections. And specifically, let's talk about the I need to think about it objection. The first way and the best way would be to really hone in on your presentation and figure out how to get your answers from that person. That way you don't have the I need to think about it objection. Okay, and you can do that by gathering your information. You want to find out their why they sent this in. A lot of times I'll ask them, have you experienced a funeral recently, and got you thinking about things? You've had a health scare. What made you fill this out? That right there will give you a lot of information and tell you of how long it's been. If they've experienced a funeral recently, okay, yeah, my cousin died a year and a half ago. So they've been thinking for a year and a half. Make note of that. Bring it up throughout the presentations. I know you've been thinking about this since your cousin died there, and I'm sorry to hear that, but I'm glad that we're finally going to be able to help you get something taken care of and get you that peace of mind. It's probably been weighing heavy on you, hasn't it? Okay, so that's a good way to bring that kind of stuff up through the presentation so you avoid that objection altogether at the end. If you're not able to do that and kind of handle your presentation and get the ammunition that you need out of them, and I get hit with the I need to think about it after I try closing them, sometimes I'll simply ask them, hey, Miss Jones, let me be honest with you. Typically when I hear that, it's one of two reasons. Either I haven't done my job correctly and you really don't understand the value that this product has and what it's going to do for you, or it's just out of the budget. Which one of those is it for you? Let them answer. Find out what it is. Most of the time, really almost all the time, it's out of the budget. Okay, so now that you know that objection or the reason for the objection, you can handle that. Now you need to figure out, okay, is it are we blowing it out of the water? How do we beat this? Do we need to bring it down a little bit? And what I'll do is say, okay, I understand that. Yeah, I'm here to help you. I'm not here to hurt you. I want to make sure that it fits inside the budget. If it doesn't make sense at all for either one of us. So why don't we back this down a little bit? And you can play with the numbers. A lot of times I'll back it down a good bit, just depending on their numbers. I can't tell you an exact number, but I'll back it down and I'll let them know, like, hey, what about if we start it down, and I'll drop it down, half off or whatever. I'll drop it down. What if we start here, our starter package? You still get everything that we talked about. It is still day one coverage. It's still all the ins and outs to your product that you sell. But we can get it down here. We can try this on for size, okay? Keep this for a couple of months. Make sure it fits in the budget. At that point, if you need to increase that, and you can comfortably do that, you give me a call. It's a simple phone call, and I can help you guys out. And vice versa, guys. If you, in a couple months, you decide, this is still a little high, I need to get this down, you don't have to call and cancel. All you have to do is give me a call. I'm your agent. Give me a call, and I'm going to take care of that. I'm going to get that lower for you, and we can keep working on it and make sure that it fits. It's something that you sticks. You don't need to cancel this policy. Obviously, it's something that you need. Okay, does that sound fair enough to you guys? Or Miss Jones, does that sound fair enough? Most of the time they're going to say, yeah, or they'll work with you from that point. Okay, yeah, let's start something a little lower. But yeah, just today, just getting that deal and realizing, 2 years ago I was pretty new and I didn't have this kind of ammunition in my arsenal here to really deal with that objection yet. It's good looking back and seeing where I've grown, and I know that it works. And so just try and implement a couple of those things there and see how it does for you. I know you'll have some success with it, probably some really good success with it. So that's all I have to say. You guys have a good day and happy selling.